Welcome back to the show. If you've ever watched a stock, cryptocurrency, or investment soar after deciding not to buy, you've probably experienced something investors call FOMO, the fear of missing out. But here's the fascinating part. It's not just about money. It's about psychology, biology, and even evolution. To help us unpack what's really happening inside our minds, we're joined by one of the world's leading experts in behavioral finance and investment psychology, someone who has spent more than 2 decades studying why smart people make irrational financial decisions. So let me ask you this. Everyone talks about missing out on the next big investment, but very few people understand what's actually happening inside the brain when FOMO takes over. Why do otherwise intelligent people suddenly abandon logic the moment they think everyone else is getting rich?
That's such an important question because investment FOMO isn't really about money, it's about being human. Imagine you're standing in a crowded street, and suddenly, hundreds of people start sprinting in the same direction. Even if you have no idea what's happening, something inside you whispers, "Run." That's not weakness. That's millions of years of evolution telling your brain that if everyone else is moving, they probably know something you don't. The financial markets hijack that ancient survival instinct. When we see headlines about Bitcoin creating overnight millionaires, NVIDIA doubling in value, or friends posting unbelievable gains online, our brains don't calmly analyze the fundamentals first. They release dopamine, the chemical associated with anticipation and reward. Here's the trick. Dopamine doesn't wait for profits. It fires at the possibility of profits. That's why simply watching other people succeed can make you feel as though you're already falling behind. But here's where it gets fascinating. Research in behavioral finance shows that the pain of regret often feels stronger than the pain of losing money. Missing an opportunity can hurt our identity. We don't just think, "I missed a trade." We think, "Maybe I'm not smart enough." That's why investors sometimes jump into an asset after it's already skyrocketed, not because the investment suddenly became better, but because the emotional discomfort became unbearable. Think back to the GameStop frenzy. Many people weren't buying because they had carefully studied the company's financial statements. They were buying because everyone else seemed to be making money. Social media became an emotional amplifier. Every screenshot of profits, every success story, every viral post quietly whispered, "You're the only one being left behind." Of course, social media rarely shows the losses. It shows the highlight reel, not the full movie. The investors who build lasting wealth understand something different. They know that every investment opportunity comes with a twin called opportunity cost. Chasing every trend usually means abandoning a thoughtful strategy. They realize markets will always create another exciting story. There is always another train arriving at the station. I've often compared investing to walking through a buffet. Just because every dish looks delicious doesn't mean your plate needs all of them. The healthiest choice, and often the wealthiest one, is knowing what to leave behind. The irony is that financial confidence isn't built by catching every winning investment. It's built by staying emotionally steady while everyone else is chasing the next shiny object. In the end, the greatest investment isn't finding the perfect stock. It's mastering the psychology that keeps you from becoming your own worst financial enemy.
What a powerful perspective. Maybe the biggest lesson today is that the market isn't just testing your knowledge, it's testing your emotions. If this conversation changed how you think about investing, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of investing, and share it with someone who always feels they're too late to invest. And before you go, let us know in the comments, what's one investment you experienced FOMO over, and what did it teach you? We'll see you in the next episode.